Hello guys! Oh my god, and look who decided to show up! Okay, so this is a very informal intro. Hello! Today we are gonna be making... I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to like make it. So if you do see this video on YouTube, it means it was a success. Anyways, I'm just like rambling. Today we're gonna be making this dress right here. I was on the website of I.Am.Gia. Okay, excuse you. I was on the website of I.Am.Gia and I couldn't find the dress for some reason. I don't know how to look for it. I don't know the name of it. But I just have this picture right here. So I'm just gonna try and recreate it myself. No, I am not an expert. I do not have any previous experience. So if I can make it, so can you. I'm gonna need the space, but this little dude just decided to sit here. So I'm gonna have to move him. I'll be right back. Come here. Come here. Let's go. So I recently went to Joann's and I bought this beautiful fabric. It's like a corally orange color. Oh, I'm so obsessed with this and it is such a different color. I wanted to go for brown because I love brown, but then I saw this color and I was like, oh my god, it's so summery, it's so perfect. So we're gonna be working with this beautiful, beautiful fabric. This fabric is like a 4-way stretchy material, so I recommend you get that. And also make sure that both sides have like the same color because it's gonna be like draping right here. So if the outside comes out, you just want to have the same color, if that makes sense. Right here I have 3 yards. I'm not gonna use it all because it's too much. I'm just going with the flow. I just like studied this dress and I was like, oh my god, how the can I do it? I was just brainstorming, and hopefully it's gonna come out great. I'm gonna fold my fabric in half like this, and I'm gonna do some brainstorming, so I'll be right back. Okay, so that didn't even take like 3 minutes. I'm just gonna go for it, okay? It's just fabric and I have a lot of it, so let's just do it, okay? I don't know exactly what to say right now, so I'm probably just gonna do a voiceover. I'm pretty much just cutting the excess fabric that I won't be needing. I have 2 raw edges and 1 no seam. That is where the fold is at. We will start by cutting the straps where the 2 raw edges meet. Depending on how thick you want them, you'll cut 3 to 5 inches. So I placed that bowl in the middle that pretty much ended up being useless, so just ignore it. So I'm gonna take you through all of my process because we're learning together, okay? This was a fail. This is way shorter than what I had in the beginning, and that's because I cut it because I didn't want the rest to go to waste. This is the shape that we ended up cutting. Right here we have no hem. So when we open it like this, ooh, do you see that? So I'm gonna tie it, and these 2 strands, I can tie them in the back, and it's just like a little cute shirt. The problem here is that I cut too deep and my boob is gonna like come out. On another note, we would have the other part of the fabric right here, and that's where we're gonna connect the skirt, but I just cut it again just so I wouldn't waste more fabric. We want to make a smaller circle so that I can connect this part with the back of the skirt. I hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense. Let's do a second try. Okay, so my fabric here is way smaller than the other one, and that's because this is gonna be my trial again. This is not gonna be my final one. I just want to make sure that the cut is right for when I do cut it into the dress. So no hem here. I don't know if you can notice, but I placed the one that I cut earlier on top just so I can give myself an idea of how much I want to or not cut. No, it's not time to play. It's not time to play, no. So this is how it looks, and this is the moment of truth. And these would go to the back like this. And see, oh my god, okay, so this is covering me a little bit better. I'm thinking that I'm gonna do this right here and do like a little sewing right there. Again, this part is gonna be longer. Also forgot to mention that we're gonna need like a little buckle. I got this from a belt. I didn't spend anything on this little buckle. You're gonna need it for the little clip that's gonna tie the dress together, and then it's gonna form like that very beautiful shape to it. So I put the little belt right here and then tied it in the back. This is how it's looking so far. Oh my god, do you see that? And even the back looks so cute with this like little tail. I am obsessed. It's even cuter. Okay, so now what we want to do is open up this situation. We need to grab this part. Plus, by doing this, it's gonna secure like your side boob and it's not gonna be like spilling out. And I'm so obsessed. I can't believe I'm actually pulling it off. So right here, I'm just pinning it with some pins so I know exactly where to sew when I take the dress off. So this is how it looks with the pins. If you want to save yourself from having to sew the edges like this, cut your fabric in like a very narrow V instead of like a U. I'm still gonna sew this because I want to see how it's gonna look. It seems like I don't know what I'm doing, and honestly, I didn't know what I was doing, but I figured it out, and I'm gonna explain to you later, so just stay tuned. Oh my god, you guys! So as you saw, I did the stitches here. And I do have to say that this is necessary because one, you feel more secure right here, and this like is opened up and like your tummy is showing and it's so cute. So this step is very necessary and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it. This is our pattern. This is how we started. In order to create these little stitches right here, we're going to open our pattern, and as you can see, it already has this fold right here, and it's because of the stitches. Initially, it would be all the way over here. In order to do these stitches, we want to fold the fabric like so and align the two curves like this. And this is where you're going to create your stitch. I sewed an inch in all the way until it got to the corner right here. I'm gonna show you really quick with the first pattern. You're gonna open, you're just gonna match the curves and you're gonna sew along like that. And this is going to create a smaller gap right here. I hope that makes sense. I also pinned the skirt section to know how big I needed it to be. Okay, and now for the fun part. This is the official tutorial. So like I mentioned before, we have one fold and two raw edges. We'll start by cutting the straps from the two raw edges. Make a U form on your fabric, but not too wide or deep. Measure your desired length for the skirt section. I did about 24 inches to begin with. Get rid of the remaining fabric. Now you're gonna open your pattern and make a fold to match the curves. This will connect the front straps to the back and will prevent you from having a nip slip. Sew 1 inch around the curve until you get to the corners. I am so sorry for my sewing term. I am barely starting to educate myself on this field, so I am still a newbie. Okay, so I pinned the skirt section again to know how big and long I want it to be. After that, I am cutting the excess fabric. I recommend you go 2 inches lower of your desired length because I forgot to do that and my dress ended up being a little too short. I also wanted to save myself some time and I just used the last pattern as a guide to know how big the skirt needed to be. I sewed it with a straight stitch and cut away the excess again. I will be using some elastic for this next part. Start by flipping the dress away from you. Pin the elastic between the hem and make sure the length of the elastic matches where you want to place it. When sewing the elastic, make sure to always stretch it so it can cinch at the end and have that beautiful, beautiful look. Just look at that, how pretty. I am so proud of myself. And to finish the dress off, you want to make sure it has a clean cut all throughout the dress, as you don't have to really sew a hem around it because that kind of fabric doesn't really need it. So I just saved myself that time. Today's video. I hope you loved and enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching it, for coming along with me and learning together. That is what honestly motivates me the most, not only teaching you but teaching myself on how to grow, how to do new stuff. That is the beauty of it. And always remember that you are able to do anything that you set your mind to. Don't ever forget that. I am so happy with the results. I am so proud of myself, so proud of this little gem, and I'm gonna treasure this dress forever. I hope you get inspired and you do recreate this bad bitch dress, because that is all that I can say about this dress. It is so beautiful, so sexy. I feel so good in it, and I cannot wait to wear it for like a night out or Vegas or something fancy like that. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss any of my fabulous videos. Oh, one last thing I forgot to mention in the tutorial, the little buckle, I just pretty much inserted it through the straps, and I didn't end up sewing it because I like that I can move it around depending on where I want it. And just make sure it's a small buckle so the straps don't like move too much, if that makes sense. Anyways, stay loved, blessed, and healthy. I am sending you millions of virtual kisses. I'll be seeing you on my next video. Adios. Oh my god. I just put my thoughts into action and they delivered. Now I'm gonna go take some very cute pics. See you soon.